Hello guys, welcome to my class. I'm so happy to have you here again. Today we're gonna learn more, we're gonna discover more, we're gonna explore more math concepts. Yes, we learned about how to multiply, how to divide fractions. You learned about the different types of 3D shapes and 2D shapes and how to identify them, how to describe them using the vocabulary like vertex, like face, like edge, like side. So today we're gonna move on to something else about geometry. I told you that in this trimester we're exploring geometry concepts. So the two concepts we're learning today are the perpendicular and parallel lines. So perpendicular and parallel lines. I'm gonna put an S there so you can be clear that it's a pair of lines we're talking about. So it's like two or three more lines that can be perpendicular or parallel. So in the first example, I'll explain to you what perpendicular lines are. Perpendicular lines are two lines that cross each other. They cross each other and they make a cross. A cross like Jesus' cross. Okay, so we have one line, one horizontal line, and one vertical line. When they make a cross, they are perpendicular line, but you need to be careful. Their intersection should make square corners, like the square corner of your book, like this corner of your book. So if you put your book there like this, and you see that the two lines perfectly match this side and that side of the book, then they are perfectly perpendicular. So these are perpendicular lines. Remember, a line is extending in both directions infinitely. It doesn't stop. So you can add the 2 points. And here in the middle, you have the intersecting point. We can name it O. And then here you have a square corner. Put a small square, showing that it's a square corner. These two lines are perpendicular. So let's try do something different. What about if I have another line? I have a line like this. It's an oblique line, and I want to draw a perpendicular line to it. Same concept. I will make sure that my second line makes a cross with the first line like this. So these are perpendicular lines. Remember, you should always use a protractor. You're not using protractors, you haven't learned how to use protractors, yes, but you can use a book or a triangular ruler to test, see if they make square corners. So I'm gonna match this side of my book and this side of my book with each of these two lines. So first of all, this side with the first line, second this side with the second line. So and see if they perfectly match. If they perfectly match, then these two lines, my two lines, are perpendicular. Now let's talk about parallel lines. Parallel lines are two lines that never meet each other. You see, with the perpendicular lines, they cross each other in a point. They cross each other in a point, and they make a square corner. But as for parallel lines, they are lines that will never cross each other until the end of the world. They keep going forever. Um, like this. These two lines will never cross each other. It's like this line of the board and this other line of the board. They are parallel. I can extend them infinitely. They will never cross each other. It's like this line at the top of my board and this one at the bottom. They are also parallel. They keep going and they keep extending in both directions, but they will never cross each other. These are called parallel lines. Well, remember, lines can have they have arrows there and they can be named using any points. I can use any point. For example, here I can use X, Y. Here I can use A, E. So the line A E is parallel to the line XY. I put the sign. This is the geometry sign for parallel. It shows that these two lines are parallel. I can take these. I can name these two lines as well. I can call this the line I, J, and you name the lines. Your lines as you wish. It doesn't matter which name you give them. So here, this one I can call B, Z. So the line I, J is perpendicular to the line D, Z. And this sign is a sign for perpendicular in geometry. Now, the intersecting lines. Intersecting lines are just two lines that intersect each other. They don't make square corners, but they intersect each other. Like here, they do intersect each other, but the difference with the perpendicular lines, they do make a square corner. I'll give an example of two intersecting lines. We have a line like this, and another line like this. You see these two lines cross each other in this point. I can call it point O. And these are the lines which extend infinitely without stopping. But if I use my book to try and see if they make square corners, I try and put one side of my book and match it with one of the lines, and then I'll see that this other line is way off. It doesn't align with my second side of the book, so it doesn't make a square corner. These two lines are they're simply intersecting lines, but they are not perpendicular lines. So this is the difference between parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines cross each other and they make a square corner. Parallel lines extend in both directions, but they will never come close to each other and they will never cross each other. And intersecting lines, they're just lines that can intersect each other, but they never make square corners or right angles. Thank you for watching and have fun learning. We're going to practice more on multiplication and division of fractions. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.